Sassoon City woman says Louis Vuitton is not following its own return policy.
She couldn't get a refund for her $2,000 purse, and that's when she called Kurtis. $2,000 for a purse?
They have $2,000 purses out there, evidently. It was a big buy for this woman, and then she realized she was double charged. And after spending all of this money, she thought the store should have responded a bit better.
We're not rich. We just want to have something nice once in a while.
Charged a total of $4 grand for a $2,000 purse. Biasaru Watari and her son John say the Louis Vuitton store at the Roseville Galleria refused to reverse the double charge unless she made the 60-mile drive to the store from her home in Sassoon City.
That's not the way you treat customer.
She and John made the hour and 10-minute trip, but ticked off about the customer service. They wanted to return the purse. After all, it was well within the 14-day return policy. The store manager reversed the double charge, but refused to take the bag back because of a scuff mark here on the handle, saying it showed signs of being used.
It seemed like she'd already had her mind made up that she wasn't going to return the bag.
But Bia says the bag was a display and she barely took it out of the box.
In this case, it was being returned in the condition in which it was purchased.
Pamela Campbell of Elk Grove complained to us in 2009 this same store would not take back this $1,100 bag within the return policy because they say this mark showed signs of wear.
You have to recognize that it's somebody standing there that is actually making these determinations. And it's their opinion that's going to carry.
The BBB says it has received 2 similar complaints in the past 2 years. Louis Vuitton tells us in a written statement, "We do not take back items that show signs of use. The bag in question was brought back to the store by the owner and showed clear evidence of use. And they told us Bia's bag was not a display model. As for the other complaints we and the BBB have received, Louis Vuitton had no comment."
Not fair at all.
Bia and John are not done with their fight, planning on suing in small claims court.
The only thing that we want is for Louis Vuitton to refund my mom's money.
They charged a second time to begin with. Well, Louis Vuitton did not give us a reason, but Bia and John used a debit card to buy the bag. So instead of calling up the store, all they really had to do was challenge the double charge with their bank. But again, with a debit card, when you use that, that money instantly comes out of your checking account. And that's why I don't like debit cards. I say use credit instead because you don't actually lose that money.
And
that's what I do too.
We were talking about you take this stuff out of the store.
Right.
And then you feel like, oh, how do you prove what kind of condition it was?
Because this happened to me.
Yeah, it's
and that
tough.
was my big concern.
It's tough. You have to examine the item before you leave the store. And if you notice a little smudge or something on there and you still want to buy it, see if the clerk will write it right on the receipt so it's very clear. But you got to inspect the stuff ahead of time. You can't prove it once you leave the store.
Once you're done, it's done.
And make sure you don't get charged twice for things.
Yeah, and if you get double charged and you put it on a credit card, not a debit card, put it on a credit card, you could immediately challenge that with a credit card company and you're not out the money at all.
Okay, good stuff.
All right, if you have a consumer problem you can't resolve, we're waiting for your complaints. Go to our website, cbssacramento.com, click on Contact Kurtis, and fill out our form.